Now relaunching balanced growth across the world, global tech, as well as shoring up discussions on the main topics of the summit, Ukraine and Iran, all on the agenda of the third and last day of the G7 summit in Evian in the east of France. These images coming into us live now from Evian as world leaders start to gather once again. It comes after Donald Trump said he had a very good meeting yesterday with Volodymyr Zelensky, saying too many young men are dying on the battlefield and that Russia should make a deal. Well, let's cross live then to the summit. We're going to talk to our international affairs editor, Philip Turle. Philip, let's look forward first of all. I mean, the summit wrapping up today, but still lots of vital issues that they've got to discuss there, of course.
Yeah, two vital issues on the agenda today, Stuart. There's a meeting which is just getting underway around now. I've been looking at the live images of the different leaders arriving. That's to discuss the promotion of a balanced and shared sustainable economic growth around the world. And invited to that meeting are members of the OECD, the Organization of Cooperation and Economic Development, and also the International Monetary Fund. That'll be followed by a lunch between the different G7 members and the other big discussion topic of the day, which will be on artificial intelligence. And the title is Ensuring a Safe, Rapid and Effective Deployment of Artificial Intelligence, and also the protection of minors under 16, particularly when it comes to social media. Now, the good news for the delegates taking part in this G7 summit is that all 7 G7 members, including the United States, are in favor of a ban of social media to under 15 or under 16-year-olds. So they have agreed on that. The United Kingdom has already said it's introducing a ban, and France has made it pretty clear that that ban is going to come into effect in the not too distant future. So those are the two main topics of discussion today. I think there's definitely going to be an effort by delegates here, particularly Emmanuel Macron, the French president, who's, I think, feeling pretty upbeat about the success of this summit so far, to try to keep the United States on board. There are disagreements over artificial intelligence. Donald Trump in the last few days has banned Anthropic, one of the lead artificial intelligence providers in the United States, from letting any foreigner have an account with them, which has led to many in Europe feeling that the United States has too much control over artificial intelligence, and that could be very negative in the future. So keeping Donald Trump on board with that is, I think, one of the key elements today, although it's been pretty clear that he's feeling buoyed by the agreement that he's signed with the Iranians, and pretty happy about the fact that he's being invited tonight to the Chateau de Versailles outside Paris for a gala dinner.
Philip, you mentioned there Emmanuel Macron feeling pretty happy. I mean, it does come, doesn't it, after notable success, at least verbally, over Ukraine and other issues so far?
Certainly has, and I think that there is also a feeling here of like, well, thank goodness we've got this far and things have gone well. Donald Trump appears to be more inclined to support the Ukrainian point of view against Russia, the same point of view from the G7 members, apart from the United States, of course, and also the European Union. That's to say, to stack more pressure on Vladimir Putin to come to the negotiating table. Donald Trump appears to be more in favor of that. I think one of the key elements here was to try to pull Donald Trump away from backing or supporting or admiring Vladimir Putin, and to explain that, well, the Ukrainians now are maybe on a winning streak. Maybe it's time to change allegiances and to back the winner. That's to say, Volodymyr Zelensky. So Donald Trump had a very good session with Volodymyr Zelensky yesterday, the one-on-one discussion. Nobody knew whether or not that was going to take place. It did take place fairly late in the day yesterday. And of course, the other big discussion point was the agreement between the United States and Iran. Although we don't know anything that's in this agreement so far, it should be released at the latest, hopefully by Friday. We should get more information about this page and a half of agreement which the United States and Iran have signed, and which now goes into a 60-day period where they're going to work together on the Iranian nuclear program, on the support for proxy groups, on the Iranian missiles. All of those questions still have to be worked out, but I think there's a huge relief that as from Friday, according to Donald Trump, the Strait of Hormuz will be opened, and that means that oil supplies, the 20% of oil supplies around the world that use the Strait of Hormuz, should be able to little by little resume their normal shipments.